You are listening to the V-Cast.
Welcome back to another episode of the V-Cast. I'm Vic Cedeno. I am privileged to have my friend, co-star, producer, director, one woman force to be reckoned with, Michele Traina.
Thank you so much, Vic.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you so much for that wonderful intro.
You like that intro?
I love it.
It's all true.
Oh,
Yes, except for a co-star. I am the actual star of the show. I am the star for the 3 minutes that I appear.
no, you're in the pilot. You're in the web series. We try to just get your hair different for each element of Divorce Diaries we film, so that you can be a different character. Remember in like the '80s when there was guest stars, but they would keep coming back different characters. Now they don't do that anymore.
They don't do that at all.
But you remember that? Like if you grew up in the '80s and the '90s, they used to have reoccurring character actors play different characters in television shows. That's Vic in the Divorce Diaries brand.
I would love. That's a actually good
thing to come back. Yeah, bring
that.
back.
Yeah, that. Well, not even just a good. That's like a good test. Have you watched the Eddie Murphy documentary?
No.
Oh my God, Eddie Murphy is my favorite comedian of all time.
He's a good one.
I think, in my opinion, the funniest person that's ever lived.
Yeah.
There's a lot of debate on that, but to me, because Eddie Murphy Delirious was my first introduction to stand-up.
Okay, so
right?
I can understand then.
So, and I just couldn't stop repeating the lines, and I thought it was clever. And he was up there talking. Like, I didn't know it was an act and all that stuff. But in the documentary, they talk about, his progression. When he left stand-up, he became an actor. Then he started acting, and he had like a flop. I don't know if you remember Vampire in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Right? That was like a big flop.
Yes. What?
Yeah. And they made fun of him on Saturday Night Live. Dana Carvey. Was it Dana Carvey? No, not Dana Carvey. Who's the other one that was friends with Chris Farley?
Oh, Martin Spade. Or David Spade.
Yes.
David Spade, yes.
And he had that like news show, like a spade, calling it a spade or something.
Yeah.
A spade is a spade, whatever it was. So he had that. And in there, he said that Eddie Murphy, a star, like a falling star, like they used that thing. And Eddie Murphy in a documentary, was like, that was the reason why I never went back for the longest time, was because he was never like fuck David Spade. He was like fuck Saturday Night Live,
right?
Because those jokes had to go through approval,
right?
Through multiple levels, and they all said, it's okay to trash our former alumni who might have like a bad movie. He took it personal. I think it was it wasn't terrible. It was just a joke. But he took that personally.
I can understand. Well, I mean, I take things personal.
He took it personally and then came back, was like, okay, you think that was Fallen Star? I'm going to come back and do something nobody's ever done before. And I'm going to be every character.
Yeah. And the Nutty Professor.
And every single character he played was like 4 hours in makeup. Mm-hmm. And he didn't have a voice, or he didn't have a character. He developed it while they were putting the makeup on.
Oh, I have to watch this documentary.
Oh my God! The guy, one of the producers, I think, or the director, or somebody he worked with, was just talking about how genius it was to be able, like, he's getting the cadence, because not only did he have to do a different voice for every character, he had to do different timing. He had to do different, the way they
physicality,
enunciate, like all the
intonations.
Points,
well, so this is why I think that's why he's a great actor too. On top of that, so his sustainability I hate to say it, David Spade, but like trumps you 100%. But I also feel like this is a great point of like how for some people, when you take it personally, I take things personally, and I get my quote unquote, I guess revenge is a bad word, but I get that motivation to get even better. Yeah. And we've talked about this before, right? Like, it's like, and also I have to learn to let things go and not take it as personal, but the drive within you, I think, is important. Eddie Murphy's brilliant. Did you see the SNL, this is a very small piece of why he's brilliant, but did you see him imitate or impersonate Tracy Morgan when they were on the Jeopardy So
no, but I've heard him do Tracy Morgan impersonations before.
It is on point for the SNL celebration, 50-year celebration. He's there on the Jeopardy panel. Leslie Jones is a character. Tracy Morgan is a character, and then Eddie Murphy's playing Tracy Morgan. And I forgot who Tracy Morgan was being, but it was Die. And like you see, and Eddie Murphy's being him to a T, and Tracy Morgan's not breaking. Leslie Jones is breaking, but it just shows you how great Eddie Murphy is as well.
Good. He's so good.
And Eddie Professor, hello, that's a comeback. That's a huge comeback because that's a franchise now. I mean, he had three of them, right?
I think so. 2 or 3, yeah. Or maybe 3. Maybe 3 was Daddy Daycare.
Daddy Daycare.
But his range. Then he started playing serious roles.
Oh yeah.
When he played that guru.
Oh,
that was such a good movie.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that one. I haven't seen a lot of
Oh
movies.
my God, that one is so great. He plays like this guru, and he starts doing like the Home Shopping Network as this guru. Yes,
I gotta watch more of his stuff. He's one of those people that you keep watching your stuff to feel good when you're like if I'll watch lately it's been like Leslie Jones or like Jessica Kirsten stuff I'll rewatch, Krista Stefano, like just that's on my feed. But those are comics that are really have talent because obviously Eddie Murphy's the GOAT. There's so many of the GOATs now, but like right? It's a farm. Like Richard Pryor really, and then like Eddie Murphy, right? So like Joan Rivers is a woman. I feel like
she's such a badass. She's a badass where you don't even need to say she's just a top comedian.
A top comedian. That's a whole thing that I feel like we have to stop saying. Just a female comedian. Just a comedian.
I know. I hate that black this. I know. It's like, what are you setting the bar so low?
I know. So funny.
The best. Like
stop setting the bar. Bring that bar up. So I'm just curious. That to me, like. When I watch him, I read Leslie Jones's autobiography or listened to the Audible. It's one of the best.
Really?
Because she goes off script and it's like 300 hours long. It's so good. But she talked about like the craft of comedy and then honing it.
She reads it?
She doesn't read it. She reads it.
I hate when they do that.
No, it's really good. It's better than the actual book, they say.
No, I mean, when somebody, like, other than the person I wrote it, read it.
No, she reads.
The voice that you hear is hers?
Is hers, but she goes off the book. She just goes, okay, let me tell you what's really happening.
Because a podcast.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I feel like it gave me hope because she got her whole break later on in life. When she got SNL, she was 47, I think. So... Because I feel like I started acting out of college, and then I took a kind of a shift, and then to when I got married, and then like getting into stand up. It's in my 30s now. I'm just now feeling like I'm getting momentum, and I feel like the momentum is like hard. Yeah. Do you know?
It is 100%, but I feel like we can get in our own heads that way and try to almost like take away the opportunity
that we have had. I mean, if you think about when I first met you, we were performing in like Jake's and Nikki's bar, and then like when we did the private gig, it wasn't a private gig; it was a sold out gig in Pennsylvania at a moonshine show.
Oh, I just gave that bottle of moonshine to somebody. I've been sitting on it. Yeah, I don't drink. I'm not a drinker. I drink, but I'm not going to drink at home. Yeah, if you come to my house and I offer you a drink, I'm actually offering Coke Zero or water.
One of those?
I have alcohol in my house, and it doesn't occur to me to offer it because I'm just not a drinker.
I know. I don't have alcohol.
But there's somebody at my job that is like he's a drinker, and I try to give him. Sometimes I get gifted bottles by customers, and I always give it to him.
Yeah,
I was like, man, he's been helping me a lot with stuff at work lately, and he's been helping my nephew who just started working in the plant. Oh. So I'm like, I got to get him. I wanted to get him a bottle. I was gonna stop, and then I just moved.
Yeah.
And as I'm rearranging stuff, I found that.
I was
like,
moonshine.
He'll love it, and I gave it to him. He was like, he got so excited for it. He got so excited for it. Yeah, I can't wait to hear how he likes it because it was good. It's good. It was moonshine.
Good. That was a gig that I was like, okay, because we sold. I was proud.
Book us again.
Well, he sold it.
Oh, get the heck out of here!
I found that guy. We got booked on a show. I brought you on. It wasn't a first show. We got booked through TikTok. My TikTok lives. Mm-hmm. My live streams are the only.
That stuff's important. Congratulations to you on that. Because you've been grinding away on those damn live streams, and they pay off for you.
My YouTube live streams are now monetizing on my YouTube channel.
Really?
13,400 subscribers, yes. And
awesome.
I hit 125,000 views today.
Wow.
We were talking offline.
You're doing live streams on the YouTube
daily.
Channel. Oh,
and
nice.
we were talking about offline about how supportive my boyfriend is. He was like he was recording my live stream one morning. I know. Not a lot of men in my life have been like super, hey, get it. And he and his daughter were on it.
That's hilarious.
I was like, you want her on it? He's like, yeah, why not? Who cares? Like, do gymnastics. Like, we were laughing. I was like, okay. But the live streams have been the consistency of what's gotten me to get more bookings, to get more people to the show. What's Divorce Diaries? You know, it's been.
I gotta figure out a live stream. I'm just.
It's gotta work for you. If you can't force yourself to do it. I like doing it. So like, if you don't like doing it,
it's
then
not that
it's
I don't like doing it. I honestly feel like almost like a creative block. In trying to figure out like
that's like recording
what's my name. I'm so all over the place. It's like I'm going to talk about wrestling today. Tomorrow I'm talking about action figures.
So you call it behind the scenes of Vic. That's what everyone. Natalie Cuomo. Look at her, right? Like she blew up, and she's following from Twitch. I was doing a little research. I was like, okay, because you have to look at a female comics and you see what is or male comics and see what how got to that place and what's working for them. Maybe
we're just not cute.
I'm not cute.
No, we're guys, like guys.
Oh, you cute, boo.
No, but it's different for guys. Like maybe I don't know. I think I don't have social media face.
No, you do.
Because there's guys that just do reaction videos and get like a crazy amount of views.
No, I think yours are good. I think when you used to post the meat video stories, I got like I was attentive on that. The consistency is.
Oh, the lunchtime hangout.
Yeah, what
things?
happened to the meat? Remember, for 1 year, for like 2-3 months, Vic was 6 months maybe.
Yeah.
You were posting videos where it was like
every
24
day
of like
lunchtime hideouts. Yeah, it's like a minute clip.
No, you would do the meat every morning.
The meat?
Remember you were on like a strict diet? There was like no weed, no alcohol.
Oh, yeah,
you were just
that's right. That's right. That was for a while. But
I was looking at your stories. I was like, oh, look, today with Vic.
My story, you're right. I do get more traction and like engagement when I'm doing the morning videos.
Those are good.
Talking shit.
Those are good.
Like I gotta do it more. But I have to translate it. Like that's good for the people that follow me now. But like to get more, I got like reels or something.
Just keep doing it.
Just
the live
reel them in.
Just reel them in.
I'm gonna reel them in.
You just keep doing them, posting it. Like you can do like I think the thing that worked for me is that like I love doing sketches. I'm an actor, but I'm all over the place too a little bit. So when I was like, all right, I'm sick of the live streams, and I'm gonna like enjoy the live streams, and then whenever I get to like doing this stuff on the street, you should do more of that, or I'll do some of that, or I'll do some of this. But I'm just like, you know what? I love it all. And that's where that Gary V, why I connected with Gary V, because he's all over the place too. And he's like, fucking do it all. Like, screw it. Like, what's to say you can't just post everything?
Yeah, you're right.
You know what? Talk about Cam Patterson more, about the whole thing that you were right after him. That I think is a good fucking story.
That's a crazy story. It is.
Because when I was like, I was standing in the kitchen with my boyfriend. He's like, something about Cam Patterson. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I have a feeling that was the person that was in front of my friend Vic, but I doubt it. And then that's when I texted you. I was at New York Comedy Club. And I was like, wait a minute. Because I saw it. I was like, I got to ask. Because I feel like that story, a lot of people are in that position.
I hate that story.
You hate it. But it's going to actually.
But it's a fun story. And Cam was really. When I left Kill Tony.
You hate the story. Let's bring it up on air.
When I got off stage, there were 2 people standing right there when I came out.
Right.
That were super excited for me. One of them was Danny Braff, and the other was Cam Patterson.
Oh, I love that.
And they were like standing there like, yo, how did it go?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I showed them the book, and I got a book and a gel last. So they were like, oh my God, they were like, yeah.
Wait, did you know Cam before that?
No, I met him there.
He was from where?
Orlando.
Yeah. And he got a golden.
Which is funny because that's where my mom, that's where I have a house now.
See, I think it's connected.
That's
you
where
have
I
a
have
house there now.
Well, my
mom's
died.
house.
Yeah.
I think there's something there. I just think you should. I think there's something there.
We've talked on like Instagram and messaging and
Yeah.
stuff, but now to get a message through is crazy.
Yeah, I know. I tried reaching out to Mark Norman to be my live stream after I saw him at the show.
Yeah, he wouldn't do it.
He wouldn't do it. My live stream version. No, it's okay. He probably wouldn't. Because that's when one of my live streamers was like, oh, you should. Mark Norman said he'll get any comic on his podcast. I'm like, I don't know about that. When you come on my live stream, we'll talk about it. I'm going to get Vic on the live stream. Everyone's like, oh, Vic.
Yeah.
No, I think my favorite
I'll do it.
Yeah. Well, we're going to do it. We're going to make Bustelo.
Yeah, Monday I had to get called into a meeting in Manhattan. I had to cancel your thing, and I had to cancel my car. I was supposed to leave my car at the dealership.
Yeah.
And I called them at like 8 in the as I was supposed to drop my car off. I was like, oh, I forgot I had to go to the city.
Yeah, no, it's all right. Well, the thing is like... I can't. Well, on my my favorite moments, I know this is just kind of off of the conversation, but now sitting down after a while of like last year, we've done some gigs together. One of my favorite moments, because you know me, you've known me since you're like, what, how many years now? 8?
7, 8, yeah.
8 years. Knowing my isms, like last year when you did my birthday show, are we allowed to talk about it?
Yeah.
You told me you were like, this chick just fucking texted me. I'm like, but then I was kind of like, I probably would have sent a message like that. And also the message was about me like, what is so, do you guys sleeping in separate rooms? I was like, little does she know how crazy I am. Tell everybody what the message said.
Oh my
right
God.
Before going on stage.
Yeah,
like,
this was like
minds.
this was I got really mad. I didn't talk to her for on like the rest of the year after that. I didn't talk to her till like February, I think. Or
There's
March.
always hope. Men will always come back, ladies, just so you know. Show little titties!
If you give us room to breathe, we can think. And then usually usually you'll come around to a sensible decision. But it was just like, I'm like, it's 7:30, the show's at 8.
Yeah.
And you're getting, you're doing your thing. I'm like just going through my notes.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I get this text, and the text wasn't like accusatory or anything.
Okay.
And then I responded, I'm doing this. And then like the next follow-up was like a question
That was a little.
where I just didn't like the tone. I didn't like being questioned. And I'm like, this is why I don't want any, like,
Well, do you feel like women have trust issues overall?
No, I don't think it's gender based. I think both sexes do that.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's all based on a person's history.
My history's messed up.
Yeah, I think it's based on that. And I also think people that fuck around think like that too.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yes, you're right. They do.
Yeah, because they're doing it, so they think you're doing it.
They're doing it. So one thing we've talked offline too is about like how like building a whole the insecurities because I notice now in a healthy relationship all the shit that's happening because my boyfriend's so secure. He's just the most. I'm kind of like jealous of how like easy keasy he. I'm like, what the? I'm like, you're not gonna even question it. He's just like, I trust you.
Just gonna accept my answer.
Yeah, like, and I did a bit about it on stage at St. Mark's at Comedy Club, and he was in the audience, and like again, super supportive, comes to my show, and I'm like. I did this whole bit, and it was going really well about how I'm finally in a healthy relationship, but I'm always looking for something wrong, and then he'll keep doing something good in return.
You're like a doctor with a thermometer, you just
like,
keep checking.
Yeah, and like exactly. Like,
I'm fine. Leave me alone.
Yeah, like he'll come into the show, I'll be like, "What are you just gonna be here?"
What are you supporting me?
Supporting
What are you going to clap for my jokes?
And then one time he was like, at some point you're going to realize I actually want to be around you. And I was like, oh my God. But then to a point it can wear on somebody. So I was thinking about it. And I was like, I wonder, was it just like her tone, was it reflective of behavior you've seen with other girlfriends or just be your like other past behavior that you're like, I don't want that around me?
No, it's not even the behavior. If I didn't make it clear that we're not in a relationship.
Okay. Yeah.
Then there's no reason for you to be questioning who I'm around.
But then she probably wanted a relationship with you. 100%.
And admittedly, on her part, she's had issues in the past.
Yeah.
And she's, I don't say insecure, but that's what it all leads back to.
Oh, I hate when
you know what I mean? I don't want to diagnose somebody, you know what I mean? But from her words, she's had problems in the past. So she's maybe a little mistrusting or second guesses things. And I get it, but I don't have patience for it. And I need people to respect my craft, not bombard me with questions and problems minutes before a show. Because what happened after that? Out there and bombed my dick off.
You left stage early. I forgot.
I abandoned ship. I was in like.
On your head, I get that.
Yeah, you know what it was? Is I was mad, and I wasn't a mad where I wanted to be sarcastic and witty and talk shit because sometimes I could be aggravated and it works in my favor. Yeah. I was furious. Right. And I just felt like my boundaries were violated. I felt like I just was like, oh man, this was a really good situation, and now it's shit, And now not only is that situation shit, but now you're shitting on this situation.
And this is your work situation. So I feel like
I knew immediately, and what made me even angrier while I was on stage was the fact that I knew I wasn't going to recover.
Oh, fuck. All right. Yeah.
Like I was like, man, I'm not going to get better. And I had a few moments, but then I was so tight.
Yeah.
And I couldn't loosen up and just.
But that's a good, like, that.
Good lesson.
That's a good lesson. It's happened to me before and in the past. And it's like, and that's been the whole divorce diaries where it's like, oh, the guys always get me distracted, and it's like distracting me from my work. Where now is like, I've been getting better at refocusing my energy on what's at hand. But I think that's a thing of like, I've taken a step back and been like, I never, like when someone's about to go on stage, about to do work, that's the worst time for them to start quiet. But then I also know that in a majority of women, not all the women, and some men do this too, where they'll start poking at you because their anxiety is driving the bus or whatever their fear is. And I had a guy I was seeing years ago who was still married. Yeah, and he was fucking around and he'd get mad at me. He got mad at me because I went out with another guy.
The freaking audacity of some people.
Big Puerto Rican guy.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. That checks out.
And like, I never forget it because I'm like,
your mind, you can't be with nobody else. Don't matter if I got to go home with somebody else. Don't worry about her, okay? I'm worried about you.
But that's exactly it. Like, he would get mad and I'm just, you're getting mad and jealous about the fact that you, like, I remember him turning it around on me and I felt so bad. And I was like, wait, what? And it was the worst. It was 2 years on and off, and it was horrible. And, like, I definitely look back now, and I'm like, wow, I have a lot of those fears are coming from these other places where I'm fearing, like, the support or I'm not the center of attention. Like, a lot of women, I hate to say it. Look at that.
What did you just say? Clip it. Clip it.
Damn it,
we got proof, baby. I am documenting that.
It's all about me, damn it. Well, I did. My therapist, she's like, you have anxious attachment, which is like the worst thing. Most, like, a lot of women, we're insecure and where we need validation or reassurance from the guy, our boyfriend or whoever we're with. And I was like, no, that's not true. I need validation and assurance from a room full of strangers. Comedian, ha ha ha, whatever. But you know what I'm saying. But it is.
No, I get it.
It is like a thing. So she's like, lean into the anxiety. I'm like, bitch, if I can't lean in any more into this anxiety, I'm being on the floor in the fetal position.
Could that anxiety come from having relationships with men that weren't being manly? Correct. Right? Because as a man, this is a very controversial take.
Yeah.
But as a man, it's kind of your responsibility to be the rock and the stabilizer in a relationship. And if you don't have that, you're going to be like this.
Well, and I always dated men that didn't want commitment in the last 10 years. And I feel like, I think even when I first started talking a little, like more than when we had first met, to my current boyfriend, I remember texting you, remember? And I was like, I said, what is this? Like, he had said to me, I always like pleasure. It's always a pleasure. I wrote to him, I'm like, it was great seeing you today to meet. And he wrote back, it's always a pleasure. And I took it the way of like, what do you mean? Like, I'm a fucking Target gift store? Like, and I sent it to Vic and I was like, I said, what is this? And he was like, only you would find something wrong with it.
I give great advice.
You did, but you also helped me because now that we've been in almost 8 months now. And like, I was like, oh, Vic was right. Like he basically meant exactly what that was. It was like, it is a pleasure to see you.
Yeah.
Where I was like, what do you mean it's a pleasure?
Yeah. You're looking for like hidden meaning. And with guys, you really don't. You really don't ever have to look for hidden meaning. What does he mean by that when he says,
what does he mean
when he says have a nice day? What does he mean by that? He means have a fucking nice day. That's what he means. Did he say it? Yeah, then that's what he meant.
What does he mean by okay?
Yeah. That is vague. I use okay and I get okay back sometimes and I'm like, look at that fucking attitude. You know what I mean?
Yes, see?
You know, like
when you thumbs up my message, I want not.
I have a text message with my brother. Okay?
You have a brother?
Yeah, I have 2 brothers.
You have 2 brothers?
I have 2 brothers and a sister.
All the same parents?
No, of course not. We're Puerto Rican.
Notice how I had it. They're all the same parents. I dated a Puerto Rican guy. He told me he had 11 brothers and sisters, but funny. all different dads.
No, I think I have it right. So like,
wait, do you have like a tint on your screen where someone can't see your text?
Correct. You know who that's for? My daughter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because my daughter's nosy as hell. And then like I'm talking to her mother trying to like plot against her, and she's reading text messages.
Talk to me. You and your ex-wife, she's remarried?
Nah, I don't think they're married, but she has another child.
She's another child. Okay. Wait, what you were saying
she's
about
in a Puerto Rican marriage. They live together, but they're not married.
She was in a real Puerto Rican marriage with you. Italian and Puerto Rican. Okay.
Yeah, so we were wed under God's name.
We were wed under God's name. Now, how has that been? The co-parenting. How do you guys?
Fantastic.
We are. A good story.
It is not even. There was a problem in the beginning when she first, literally the day she had her baby.
Oh,
we got into like a blown out fight where I was like, I'll never talk to her again.
Oh, wow.
I don't even want to get out of the car when I go. Like I was in a really bad place. But part of it was my emotions about her being in that situation in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But
okay, well that's fair.
But I was keeping that inside.
That's a very mature thing to acknowledge, especially as a Latin man.
Yeah,
I mean, serious. Like you're acknowledging that. It's
100%. You left me, and now you're with someone else.
Yeah.
And like, what are they better than me? You know what I mean? Like you get that attitude, 100%. And it's all. And it's not real.
Yeah, I'm very proud of you. That's important because that's acknowledging. A lot of men don't want to acknowledge that shit because this happens to men and women. Like we feel these things. That was your wife. Yeah. I mean, 100%.
There's also confusion too. Like, especially like during that time, like I didn't get over my wife for maybe 3 years. Mm-hmm. If I'm being honest, where I always question, like, can I go back? Like, do I want to go back? And I'm like, you're going around in these circles. Can I even go back? I'm making it like it's my decision.
Yeah. No, but that's fair.
So that her relationship with him was kind of like, no, you can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was angry at that. But in reality, this all worked out the way that it was supposed to work out. Now we're like really great. My God. We moved and she bought everything for my daughter's room in my apartment.
Oh, that's
you know what I mean?
Wonderful.
A bed, a computer desk, a nightstand.
Wow. And now with the other baby daddy.
I've still never met him.
Interesting. Really?
They live together. I've never met him.
You don't want to meet. See, this is fascinating.
The only people always say that you don't want to meet who's around your daughter. The only reason I haven't pressed it is because I trust her to be not have a piece of shit around. Yeah. And the way my daughter talks about him is enough for me to say that she's safe around.
Okay.
Like she's in a safe environment. So
you got some maturity about you.
Well, it's a lot of therapy, jail,
Wait, you
programs, Yeah, I was in court mandated therapy for 5 years.
You told me this. Yes, that's right. You told me that. Okay, yeah, you did tell me that offline. Therapy does help. I do think. Like I had to go back to my workbook and fill out the worrying chapter, and then I looked at it and had already filled it out. And I go back to my doctor. I'm like, you gave me this assignment like a week ago.
I was worried that I didn't do it. But it was done.
But I did it a year prior. She had already assigned it to me, and she reassigned it.
Yeah. I did a lot of, the work I did mostly was on insecurity. But you know what? It wasn't even the therapy because my therapy was drug therapy. It was drug counseling. Okay. It wasn't therapy like I was seeing a therapist.
Cognitive therapist.
It wasn't that. Yeah. What really helped was this cult called the Landmark Forum.
Okay.
Right? People call it a cult, but it's like it's a weekend seminar.
Okay.
Okay. And it's kind of cultish because you do the weekend seminar and a lot of people from the seminar have breakthroughs and then they start working there.
Oh.
And then you're like trying to recruit other people. Right. So then it becomes like cultish where you're trying to recruit other people. But the whole point of the seminar, and that was a lot of the stuff that I was talking to you about being the director of your own movie. Like I was already 4 years. This was like my 5th year into my parole where I was doing all this intensive therapy and I was already at the end of it. I'd gone through the 12 steps in AA. Right. I had a sponsor. Like I was sober. I was working with other people. I was running meetings. Like I was working. I was doing all these things. My life was really, compared to where I was, my life had completely turned around. I was a responsible person.
Right.
but I was very, very insecure.
Secure. Well, I mean, you went through a lot.
Oh my God. But it was like, I had a girlfriend at the time. And granted, I think she was cheating on me.
Okay.
But how I reacted to it was just rage.
Yeah.
I was also on steroids, so that didn't help.
Yeah.
And so I was just, my mind would race, and I'd call, she'd leave work at 6 and I'm on the phone at 6:15. If she's not answering, I'm losing my mind. Right?
Yeah.
I'm outside punching stop signs.
Yeah. Ooh.
Rage, like just, you know, and then all of a sudden she'd call and it'd all be gone.
And it would be relaxed.
And I'd be like, oh, hey.
Hey, love is real. Love is real. I know. Oh my God. And we were talking about this last week, like when with the validation, the seeking, and for me, it's not that I seeking validation assurance because of stuff that's happened even like past, like in my early I'd say my childhood, where I'm seeking validation. So I'm not the person pushed aside. Can't talk about it on camera, but it's something having to do with not my parents or anything like that, but a family member where it felt like the mental health issues were always taken before my issues.
Yeah,
and it was like always like, okay, but we have to. Michelle, be okay. And it's like, I'm not. I'm okay at the moment, but I was like, now that I look back, that's constantly what's driving a lot of stuff, and the insecurities will pop up. Like if I don't know these answers, it'll drive a fester in me, and I'll be like, but what are they doing? And then also I dated men that would also be so mysterious, have wives, or just not be committed.
Our phone screens.
Right. But see how I went right to the fact that he has that screen so that I can't see his text
I see
messages.
things online. I see things online like that. If your man always puts his cell phone down, it's scary. Like, no, I don't want my screen to crack because I used to keep my phone like this, and I threw something one time and it landed right on the screen.
I mean, I do that too. I put it down too.
Yeah,
It's
so
not
I put it down. It's just to protect the screen.
Fucking society is sick, man.
No, but all right. So back to the Landmark Forum.
Sorry.
We're gonna swerve many times. At the Landmark Forum, it's like a weekend seminar, and a lot of it is exercises on uncovering memories from your past in which you made decisions after an event, and now you live that decision. So now you'll be making decisions your whole life based on something an 8-year-old thought.
Oh, that's so.
You know what I mean?
The whole childhood trauma shit. Yeah.
And it was a very, very. I wish I remembered how to do it because I would do it again.
Yeah.
But it's just these exercises, and they were in like a group event things. And there was this guy there I'll never forget. He was loaded, and he couldn't figure out why he was miserable. Oh. And it was because he traced it back to this memory he had when he was like a little kid when they told him to shut up at the dinner table. And ever since then, he made like this decision. Yeah, he's been making this decision to, make sure like that people would never be in a position to tell him to shut up. And he's climbing. He's like the CEO of this company and stuff. And, he's like, there's still somebody out there that could tell me to shut up. Like,
so he's never fulfilled, no matter how successful.
Exactly.
And that's actually a good point.
He didn't know what he was chasing.
Oh, I feel like, and so there's some stuff like that happening in my therapy.
Oh my God. So mine was when I was, we had just moved to another town. I had moved to Carlstadt, New Jersey from Hackensack. In Hackensack, I was in a very diverse neighborhood, black, white people, Spanish people. Never really got made fun of for being who I was. Then I moved to Carlstadt, New Jersey, and what I thought was racism and bullying was actually just hazing of, kids. The reason I say that was because they used to invite me to all the parties. Like I was included in things, but they would just roast me. I was the new kid. Yeah. Even the freaking, I joke about this all the time. Even the 2 Japanese girls used to call me Spick. Like it was, you know what I mean? So it's like, it wasn't racism
You're
pointed.
So funny.
Yeah, it was
Puerto Rican.
Yes, exactly. And it was like,
movie.
Yeah, who are you making fun of? They were twins too.
Of course.
And
2 Japanese twins.
Yuki, I think it was like Yuki and I forgot
Sailor
her sister's
Moon?
name. Yeah, Sailor Moon and Yuki. They were fucking.
They're just jealous because they can't do K-pop.
Yeah, right. Now, so I moved to this neighborhood and I had a really bad time. And then we moved again and I moved to Hasbrook Heights. And at Hasbrook Heights, I wanted this was my fresh start.
Yeah.
And I was like really wanting to fit in.
Right.
And I really wanted to, make a good impression. So first week of school, I start seeing everybody has Boss jeans.
Yeah.
Right? That was the stuff. Remember the Boss jeans with the long braided belt?
Yes.
They used to hang down, right? So, so I wanted, like, I was on a mission. I needed Boss jeans and I needed that long belt.
Right.
And my mom brought me Sears. You know, where else are we gonna go? Remember Sears in Hackensack right there? So that's where we went. Sears, and I'm looking around. There's no Boss jeans here.
Yeah.
You know, and then my mom's like, "What do you pick something?" And I'm like, "Ma, there's no Boss jeans here." So you're not getting Boss jeans. You're getting whatever's here.
Yep.
And I made a decision as a 11-year-old kid that I'm not worthy. I'm not worth it.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just gonna get whatever is there. I'm not worth anything special. I'm nobody. I ain't shit. I'm broke. I'm never gonna fit in. And I made all my decisions based off of that. Yeah. So I would, like, growing up, I never had any goals. I never wanted to be something when I grew up. I never had dreams. I never thought of getting married. I never thought of owning a house. I never thought of, retiring. None of that ever seemed like it was possible. I was going to die young like my dad. Like, that was in my head. I celebrated when I hit 33, like, I made it. Or no, when I hit 34, I was like, I beat you. But
damn. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I never had any kind of goals, aspirations, and any work ethic. I never took pride in anything I did. Like, that was just the decisions of a freaking kid saying I wasn't worth shit anyway. So, whatever.
And you have that mind. That's mostly where they say, like, cognitive or the trauma or your actions. A lot of people are affected within their childhood. And it's not that it's a bad thing. Things happen now.
My mom didn't do anything wrong.
It's just
on a budget.
Exactly. So was my family. Like, my family couldn't afford. Like, I remember my jeans kept coming up to high waters, even though we would buy them, then it would shrink because my mom would put them in the dryer. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want to go to school. So all the middle schools are rough. I do a joke about my middle school trauma, but it is actually a lot of so stupid. But, like, there's a lot of collective things that over the years, my therapist was saying it takes long sometimes because some people don't even think that they're healing. They just push it. They just think, oh, I'm going to therapy. All right, I get past this. I'm fine. Okay now. But she's like, you're actually not healing, especially when your behavior pattern is not shifting.
Yeah.
So my behavior pattern has been like this for so long. The norm for me is to be anxious, which is not a good feeling. But because it's the norm, that's what my body will always seek out, which is.
Wow, did you see that exercise with Tony Robbins when he does that with Theo Vaughn?
I haven't, but I watch Tony Robbins a lot. I will look it up because I have a lot of these people that I study, like Ed Milet, Tony Robbins, Gary Vee.
He tells him, he does this exercise with him. He's like, your brain is going to pick out whatever you want. Right? So he's like, think about it. Look around the room. Look for anything red. Right? He goes, now close your eyes. Right? And now... I forgot how he goes. He's like, he goes, now when he goes, think about all the choices you make. He goes, look at that thing over there. He goes, it's maroon, but I'm sure you put it as red because you wanted it to be right. Like, so your perception will shift based upon what you want.
Yes.
And what your guy, like, and I was like, man,
it is crazy. And it's like, it's part of it is to, like, when you finally acknowledge it and you like, I think like 2 years ago, I finally realized what was going on with me was, I teach kids with special needs, to date men with special needs, like on my show. It's actually a lot different. It's like, I'm actually not loving myself. I don't love myself enough. There is insecurities. And it's like, I'm not practicing the things that are going to get me to the place I need to be, whether I'm with somebody or not. Like, the best part would be to be without. The best part to be is with somebody, but no matter what will happen, I'll be okay knowing that
wow, that's so powerful.
But it's hard. Like, it's like, I'm not there yet, but like being in the healthy relationship, but also navigating myself, it's been like I'm like, oh shit, this is a lot but I said to myself, I'm like, all right, well, I look back, we have daughters, right? So my daughter said the other night, oh, by the way, my daughter got asked out. I'm supposed to not tell it. My daughter got asked out by a boy today. And she rejected him.
Good for her.
But she rejected him. She's like, yeah, as long as it's only friends. She's so sweet.
No, good for her.
Isn't she a sweetheart?
You should reject the first 5 as a rule, no matter who they are. I'm gonna pass that along to my daughter when I talk to her. Listen,
like,
first 5 guys ask you out, rejection, no matter who they are.
But the cutest thing was that she was like, I didn't want to make him feel bad, so I said, as long as it's as friends. And he says, okay. I said, did he look happy or sad? She kind of looked at the point. I said, you don't want to lead him on, and you didn't be like no, and you were nice.
That was very nice, yeah.
And I felt like
but you have to have your. You have to maintain your, you can't be like, yes.
Yeah, sure, and I don't want it, right. So I was happy to hear that. People pleaser, right.
It's great.
Because the other day she said to me.
It's very healthy.
It's very healthy. It's not like your mother. I'd be like, I'm sure, I don't really want to, but I'll just do it because I want to. I don't want you still be my friend. Still be my friend. Oh my God. So thank God we're not repeating the cycle, please, Jesus.
Oh, baby.
So she told me a couple nights ago, she's like, I feel sometimes like worthless. I'm like, what? She goes, sometimes the boys in Italian class, and my heart was like, oh, fuck, no, this is not going to repeat a cycle. So we talked about, this is why you're worthy. This is why, and we'll repeat you're beautiful, all these things. And then but you just don't know if it's sinking in, right? And I think also she's becoming, she's 13, and I'm getting on her case a little bit more. Like if we butt heads a little bit more. So, and she has ADHD, so I'll be like, you have to clean your room, you have to do this. So executive functioning and throwing all these things at you at once is like overload for her. So she's extremely good at gymnastics because that's one thing she can focus on. Not that she can't multitask, but it's like a very strong skill to have. She can put all her energy into it. And then when I get home, it's like you have to shower, you put your clothes away, you have to do this. And then so when I start throwing things at her, she's just like, she starts to shut down. And that's when she'll be like, I can't handle this, I'm not good. And then she'll forget things, So after that happened and we got into a little tiff about it, shout out tiffs. So, we
nice plug.
We came down to the fact is like, no, mommy just wants you to be responsible on your own and accountable, and we can go back to one task at a time. But then when we talked about the boys at school, it did break my heart a little bit. So to reaffirming that with your kid and just giving them, you are okay, you are good. In that moment, acknowledging, no, just because a boy's making fun of you in Italian class does not mean that's what you are. They are 8th grade boys. What were you thinking in 8th grade?
What that pussy look like?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And I keep saying, like, all they're thinking about is, and
hopefully not like I think I bloomed a little too young, but I lost my virginity when I was 12.
What?
Yeah, to a 15-year-old.
Oh God, Jesus, Luke Christ. Well, you're Latino.
Yeah.
Wait,
it was her. It was her. It was all her. I didn't.
You didn't know?
No, I didn't. I don't listen. I will say this over and over again. I don't have game.
But she wanted to bang.
She wanted to bang. She knew I was lying about my age. She asked me how old I was. I said 15.
Oh, okay.
Like I would, like we both went to the same school. I was in the junior section of the high school. Okay. You didn't see me ever in the high school section. That's two sides of the building, So she knew, and that's just what she wanted. And I took her virginity too. Like she gave me her virginity.
Okay, so I see. Okay. Oh God. But
she just wanted to lose. I was just riding my bike.
And
I was just riding my bike, and she just stopped me, and we stared talking, and like I don't know how. I wish I could remember the conversation because I was like, how did we get? How did I get there? Next thing you know, we made like an appointment.
Oh,
like yeah. We set it up because my mom used to get home late, not late, but I used to get home. My mom didn't get home till like 4:30.
Yeah.
And I'd get home at 2:30, 2:50 from school.
2 hours.
So I had 2 hours. As long as the dishes were done. Like
Mom was okay.
Mom was all right.
There was more than the dishes done.
Oh man, and we had sex in her bed because I wasn't gonna go to my room the first time.
So, and how long did it last?
A minute, if that, with 3 pumps.
Did you use a condom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, she made me. Yeah. Wait, she taught me all the bases. She was like, "This is first base. This is second." I remember that first time that we did that. She was like,
you got lucky. A lot of men would like be like 12 years old. That's a baby.
She was like, she showed me first base and second. This is second base. You put your hand up here like that, and then third base. She was like, you put your hand like fucking play with her pussy a little bit. She was black too. Yeah, I have a joke about it, but I made the joke up, but that she taught me about cream pies, even though we used a condom, so she didn't teach me anything about a cream pie. But I just say,
joke.
Yeah, just say it looks like a Cadbury egg, like a broken Cadbury egg, the cream filling. but no, it was just we played Shaq Fu, the Shaq Fu CD. that came out. It was part of a video game, so I just put that. I was the only CD I had, like I could think of at the time, so I put it on repeat, and it played twice. It played twice, and she left.
And then she left,
and she came back. We did it again, like I think either a couple days later or something, and then we had sex in my bed, and then that was it. Those 2 times.
And then you never saw her again?
No, I mean in high school and stuff. My friends were on Facebook and some like.
Is she married with kids now?
I think she was married. I don't think she has kids, if I don't remember. I remember her brother was like a basketball track athlete. She was a track varsity
What does she do?
athlete.
I'm just curious about where she is now.
She's a nurse. I think she lives in Georgia or South Carolina or something like that.
Yo, nurses are some kinky ass hoes.
Yo, nurses get down, man. They get down in those scrubs.
Damn!
They know about that bedside manner.
I was 19. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you were 19. That's a respectable age to lose your virginity. Not like
it?
me. I'm like, I was fucking molested.
I know, God, Lord. I'm afraid to be laughing about it. But you were probably, not that it makes any difference. You presented a little, you were probably tall.
I was making out with girls since like 1st, 2nd grade.
Oh, of course you were.
I was making out underneath the playground in
Suavemente.
Fairmount School. Yeah, suavemente, besame.
I got some pastelo for you, baby.
Te quiero sentir tu labio, besándome otra vez.
My first kiss I was old. I was like 15.
Wow, you see, I don't know if I look at my daughter and I'm like, thank God, I don't know.
Who
knows? Because nobody knew what I was up to.
But I'm saying, like, I felt like left out. My first kiss was great. It was my crush. We made out at a party, and I was like on cloud 9. Then I made out. My second kiss was like right out. I made out with Jose. Like, I'm not even kidding. There was it was a Colombian and a Puerto Rican back to back. There started my Latino love.
That's hilarious.
I'm going to do the open mic at 7:30. What time is it?
Almost time.
Almost time.
We can wrap this up soon.
I had such a blast on this.
This is great. I love conversations that are
centered.
Not centered, but thoughtful.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Not that your conversation.
We're silly and stuff, but we're actually talking about something.
Well, we've been through. I feel like that. Our friendship has gone through. I've seen you married, separated, then divorced, and you've seen me living with my parents.
First time I did your show, I was like, "Oh, now I'm gonna get divorced."
No,
remember?
I just had you on.
I was like, you had me on. Yeah, you had me on Divorce Diaries. I'm like, what are you trying to get me divorced?
And I was like, no, it's for everybody.
I was like, what are we predicting the future? No, I said that because I realized like pretty early on that it was gonna be a problem.
Really?
Yeah, because she didn't sign up for it. Like I wasn't a comedian when we got married.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I did a skit. I keep talking about this, and if you heard the story 100 times, I don't care. I'm talking about the 3 viewers I have.
No, it's gonna have 300 by the end of this,
what was I saying?
You did a skit.
Oh, yes, I did a skit. Remember Sticks and Stones? There was like an open mic.
Yes.
And
She passed. Pat. Yeah, I remember.
Yes, that place. So I did a skit one time
Tierney's.
there because I didn't have I didn't have any material, right, to do. I didn't have any new jokes or anything like that. So I went up there and I did this skit where I was talking about cheating on my wife and that I'm in this other relationship and I'm in love and I don't know what to do. It's so passionate. It's like nothing I've ever felt like before. And, the whole audience, everybody was like, Big Mike?
Yeah.
Big Mike was there with his wife, who wasn't his wife at the time. It was his girlfriend who knew my wife. Oh my God. And I remember looking at her, and she was boiling mad
mad
about this story. Oh. Yeah, at the end, I was like, and that person I'm in a relationship with is comedy, and everybody was like,
that's good. That's right. Okay.
So yeah, I did this whole serious skit. I sat down and I was talking, and I was like talking about this dilemma that I'm in, that I'm with this other woman, and she knows me, like I feel like I've known her my whole life, like this was that, like oh my God, and this girl was so mad.
Taking years to really build a strong rapport with her.
Yeah, and it was just I saw it early on that, I'm not, I have a new daughter. My daughter was 2, I think, when I started comedy.
Yeah.
And
because our daughters were 2 years apart. Mine was 4.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm out every night. Like
it's
I'm going hard.
Lifestyle.
Yeah. And it's like, she didn't sign up for it. So I knew eventually that it was just going to afflict, because I was just too focused on that. Plus I had all this other stuff going on in my mind that I really just tuned out. You know what I mean? So it was like,
please, when I met my ex-husband, I shifted my acting career for him. even though he didn't tell me to, he was like feeling like, well, I'm never going to watch you do a makeout scene. I'm never going to come to this. I don't want them to touch you. I was doing musical theater. I was on a summer stock show. And he's like, I don't want, even if they're gay, I don't want them hitting you on your butt. And I was like, oh. So I like shifted my whole personality, which then in turn, I became very like stifled for years on my own account. And then I finally like came out. Like your own self will come out eventually if you're pushing what you really want down. I do believe that. So the thing with comedy though is the person who, like I was saying to you offline, my boyfriend's super supportive, and I always go back. I'm like, look how supportive he is of your work, and like never even questions one fucking thing, even as a joke. Are you okay with this joke? He's like, yeah, do what you need to do, as long as you don't like depicting me as like this guy's a shithole, and you're not. Go for it, like, and I appreciate that because not every man or woman.
Yeah. People can get jealous. They're jealous of your time and the focus that you have, you know, that, and for some, especially if they don't have something like that in their own lives.
Oh, yeah, 100%. If they are not passionate,
he does. Like from what you told me, he's got his business. Like that's something.
He's just like the thing that drew.
You might actually inspire him.
Oh.
And vice versa, for sure.
That's what you make. That's what you.
So let's wrap this bad boy up. Tell me what is your Christmas wish?
Oh. I got one wish that I'm not going to say because it's about my daughter. The other one is to find a production partner to film a limited series of Divorce Diaries, 3 more episodes, extension off of our pilot concept. So we need a production partner.
Production partner.
That means we need $60K. So
yes, she means money.
We're going to give you a
drop off an envelope. That's what
percentage of the sale, but we need a production partner. That's my wish.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's great.
So Vic will come back as another character.
Yeah, man.
The window installing guy.
Definitely be down. My Christmas wish is peace on earth. But on a more serious and more realistic note, peace inside.
Oh, I love that.
Like just peace around me, which it's a wish that I already have. Yeah. And I just want to continue it. I'm in a really, really good place right now.
Yeah, I feel your good energy.
And I want to keep that going. And not only do I want to keep that going, I want to spread that to other people because I think it's important. I think everybody in the world, no matter what you're going through, can find peace inside yourself, not happiness because that's bullshit.
But peace is
it's a wave, but peace where you are not, at war with yourself.
Yeah, I think that's a very important. And we talk offline. You're a good friend of mine. I always like if I need some like shaking and rationality, you give that. And I'm proud of you. Very mature.
Oh, thank you. That's why I wear these glasses. Thank you very much. Plug your stuff. Where can they reach you?
Plug it. DivorceDiaryShow.com, YouTube Divorce Diary Show, Instagram Divorce Diary Show, MichelleTraina.com. Check it out.
That's Traina, Traina, not ER, you fucking illiterate pricks.
One L in my name.
One L that I always get wrong. Thanks for tuning in. You can follow me on Instagram, Vic is funny with a Z because I'm cool. Follow the Dojo of Comedy at Dojo of Comedy. Follow my other podcast, The Theory of Nonsense with Pedro Garcia, live at the Dojo with the boys, Jesse Montanez, Franco Danger, Raf Hernandez, Pedro Garcia. I'm Vic Cedeno. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love you. Peace out.
Peace.
You're listening to my dad of the V.